There was some confusion after my last video on Firebase security rules and validation. Um, this, the confusion, I made a mistake when I wrote my rules, but the confusion was around whether or not you could override validation using the Realtime Database Dashboard, and it looked like you could. But then I went back, I checked, and my rules are wrong. So I fixed my rules and confirmed that they work correctly for the Node and web clients. And then I went back and tested again anyway on the dashboard and found that I could overwrite them on the dashboard still. So the bug that I thought I discovered was actually a real bug. Maybe it's not a bug. Maybe everyone's aware of it and I'm just the last one to find out. But let's just prove that this is the case. So I'm working off of Quiver2, firebase.com, authentication, user owned, preferences, blah, 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 ends in VH1. Okay? So this is the UID. And I'm doing it as my fake user, in this case, his name is Kanye. Okay, Kanye's UID. He uses autotune. He has an excuse that needs to be, according to the rules, the excuse needs to be fewer than 20 characters, and his respect rating has to be below 5. And he definitely has to use autotune, which is a Boolean. His excuse must be a string, and his respect rating must be a number. Just to make this doubly clear that these are the rules. Here are my rules. There's some rules for Node client. There's some rules for, oh, this is not very well indented. Oh well. Let's not worry about that. Anyway, authentication, user owned. I've got some read-write rules on all object types, but for all preferences, I've got these rules out of bolt. Use autotune, excuse respect rating. Okay. All right. So let's just prove for certain that this does exactly what. Publish that, yeah. Okay. Let's prove that this does what I think it does. Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to jump over here. I'm going to change his respect rating to 3. Ready? Blam, blam, blam. It runs 3. Okay. Make autotune false. He's not using it anymore. All right. But, you know, he does use autotune. And we're going to say, you know what? You've got too many characters all of a sudden. So it failed. Let's get rid of a character. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so you see that's working. Let's make this 5. It doesn't work. How about 4? There, we can get 4. Okay, great. Now I jump over here, and this is where I'm really confused. I'm going to say, oh look, this excuse is getting really long, and let's make this into a string, some string. So I can override it in the real-time database dashboard, even though it's working perfectly coming out of the Node client. And I already tested it on the web client. Of course, it works on the web client too. So just a little heads up. If you're not aware, this is either a bug or it's intended, but you can't really test your validation in the real-time database dashboard. So, okay. Thanks for listening.